It's week 2 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Bills on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Throwing on first down is Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Shifts by him. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Now this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Off play action. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over.
Injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they work this out past the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On play action, Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now they try the right side here. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10, 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play here for Buffalo. Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw his car. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Sly on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Buffalo touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. fielded just inside the 30. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A 71-yard punt return. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely live in memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Carr. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. Here's Carr. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 24, Allen dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
Steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain there for the Bills.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. Allen off the play fake.
Eluding and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10. Carr. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing now is Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. .51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans claw one back. Extra point by Seibert up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On play action, Allen. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. His throw caught right around the 6. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Carr completes it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about the contract.
Again, it's Carr. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cooper. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Carr. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake. Allen sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to let it go again. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bills have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Carr now on 1st down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the score, and this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play here for Buffalo.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So
the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Allen again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit, but for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big offensive explosion help lead.